Okay, we are back again, and unfortunately we keep on getting these disruptions. Let's see whether we can return and see what's going on live. Okay, we're back again. So somebody wanted us to have a look at Sensonics, up 3.71%. Let's return to the okay, yes, okay, the stock is in a strong bullish trend. You can see that in a very strong bullish trend, and extending nicely here. At various times it does break support. It does break support. You can see that, and also it does get support. Right now it's trading right where its 50-day moving average is. I think technically it's a buy. Technically it looks like a buy. Momentum seems to be there. Momentum is strongly bullish. I think easy I can just say it's a buy. And can I give it a price target? Okay, let's see. Let's based on this price of $3.58 and 3.33, so that's 3.58. We have a difference of 0.25. Okay, let's have an idea of what the volatility is like. Volatility is at 154.13, so it's not a highly volatile stock, so we'll just use a 160 times 1.618 extension level to determine the Fibonacci extension level, because it's not so volatile. So we have a price of 0.4045. This is what we're going to add to its current price of 3.605. So plus 3.605 plus 3.6005, and we'll get a price target of $4. So that's what our target is. How long would that be? Maybe within 1 to 2 weeks time, it can definitely get to $4 easily. Can easily get there. Of late, of course, it has actually exceeded $4 from what we can see here. Yes, it has actually reached $4. Actually reached that in June. Okay, that's quite far away. Of recent, yes, as recent as early September, it was at $4.03. So it surely can get there. So that 4.03 is a resistance, 4.01 resistance. Yeah, it can actually get there. So let's return and see what's going on with ABVC. Okay, 238.94%. That's the gain now. So let's look at Bttx, Beta Therapeutics, up 35.59. Didn't live up to its promise. LCID, Lucid Group Inc. Okay, has losing ground now, but I'm trying to recover some of it. MVST, Microvast, okay, up 5.56%, trading below its 50-day moving average right now. BITF, Bitfarms Limited, up 3.52%, 3.7% right now. That's also another strongly bullish stock. It's worth technically a buy based on how things are stacked up, how things are set up right now for the stock. Presenting a good buying opportunity right now. Okay, let's look at WS. US Wells, okay, up 0.02%, 0.2%, not very much. BBIG, it's one of the active stocks right now. Vinco Ventures, okay, is unchanged. OCGN, up 6.61%. Okay, let's see whether we can find some other stocks on the move in this session of the the slight interruption there. Okay, some of the heavy movers includes fuel cell energy. Okay, we have ARTL. Let's see, penny stock. Could it be a buy? ARTL. Untitled Biosciences. Okay, pulling back now. Trading below all of its moving averages, up 60.62%. Okay, it's saying the issue of the security is deficient in meeting the exchange's continued listing requirements. You may want to consider doing further research before placing this order. So ATA has a special maintenance requirement of 100%. So that's what's going on with this stock, up 62.79%. Could it be pumped? Let's see what's going on with this stock. Untitled Biosciences, let's see, it's definitely the biggest, the most active right now. Which one are you asking? Is it, which stock is it, do you have in mind? Let's find out what the news is as it concerns ARTL. Okay, so well, there's a one in there that yeah, there's warning out there concerning this stock, so it's just that it hasn't met some of its trading requirements. It has retraced further now, has lost about 10%. Okay, let's return to the stocks we have at hand. ABVC. We're still holding out $8.4411, but we have seen it reach 9 points, even it close to $11. Bttx. Okay, trading halted. Oh yes, it spiked, that's why, and then they halted it. Strongly bullish. The volumes, let's get the volumes for fuel cell energy. Let's get the volumes. The volumes are 16.08, 16.11%. So let's quickly return here and find what's going on with fuel cell energy. Fuel cell energy up 9.39%. Let's see, okay. It's rallying within a longer term bearish trend. Okay, Fuel Cell Energy Inc. up 9.39%. The volume so far is 16.1 million. Let's look at the live session and see what's going on there. Okay, 9.98%. Let's see whether we can get the news concerning this rally. The stock has run up. This gain has run up. Okay, nothing, no news there. Maybe we might be able to find the news elsewhere. Let's find out what the news is concerning our fuel cell energy. Okay, let's see what the news is saying here. Okay, so Plug Power, the rival, or rather the stock it normally gets it draws sympathy from, was upgraded on Friday by Piper Sandler. That's what they're saying here, and usually that's the case whenever the stock rallies, whenever Plug Power extends, it pulls fuel cell along, and vice versa as well. So we are seeing that Plug Power is up 9.91% now. This is what's going on on its daily model. Let's return to the 1 minute live model and see what's going on there. Okay, you can see it's strongly bullish on this 1 minute live model right now. Momentum is totally overbought. Momentum is indicating the stock is strongly bullish and overbought. RSI is also indicating a reasonable amount of strength there. So let's see whether we can set a price target for fuel cell energy. Before we set that, let's see what the readout here is saying. Okay, we can see on this, it says that it appears to be rallying within a longer term bearish trend. We got that right, driving its MACD above the signal line. However, the shares remain below a declining 200-day moving average, signifying that the dominant trend remains lower, but it's outperforming the S&P 500. Momentum is strong. Momentum for fuel cell energy. FCEL stock is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is rising as investors pay high prices for the stock. The volume, as measured by the unbalanced volume indicator, shows that longer-term accumulation has given way to near-term selling pressure by traders. Okay, so that's what's going on. But right now, things may be changing. The buyers may have started to get more active right now in this session of the 1st of November. Right now, momentum is strongly bullish. Okay, buyers are definitely paying high prices for fuel cell energy stock right now, FCEL stock right now in this 1 minute live session. Based on what we have right now, the gain is 10.3%. Buyers are paying high prices, absolutely, but also they are gradually getting more busy than sellers right now. Okay, so that is what's going on right now. The volume, let's revise the volume. Let's have a recap of the volume from here. The volume is at 17.785. Let's see how it compares to the last 10 trading sessions. Okay, 62.554 is the volume for the last 10 trading sessions. So it's still early days in this session, still early in the session. Let's return and see what the time is saying. The time is 10:21 a.m. Eastern US time. So yes, there's a good chance, it might be heavy volume. We're seeing 17 million so far. So I think what it simply means that maybe there's room for the stock for fuel cell energy to extend further. Not anywhere near. I know the session is still young, still early, but going by that, would it reach 65 million, the sort of average of its last 10 trading sessions? It's possible, but I think what it simply indicates that it can extend further. So expect fuel cell energy to extend further. So let's see, as we promised, to see if we can come up with a price target here. Okay, let's use a price that is much closer to what's going on today. So we have this price of 872, and we have this low price of 694. So it looks quite the range is quite a big one, but we're going to use it anyway because this is what it did, which is what it printed between the 18th of October and the 27th of October. Okay, so we have a high of 872 and 706. 872 and 706. 872, 8.72, 8.72 minus 7.02. It gives us a price of 1.79. so let's see what the volatility is saying. What the volatility over the last 14 trading session is. It's 128.85, so it's not exactly a very highly volatile stock. So we will use a Fibonacci extension level of 1.618. You can determine extension levels for various prices. What do we have? Okay, oops, sorry. I think I've forgotten what the prices we used. 8 point. Let me get back again. Sorry about that. I forgot the prices we used. 8.78. I'll have to write it down. 8.78. And we have a low of 7.02. 7.02. So we find that difference. The difference is easily 8.78 minus 7.02. It's 1.76. so 1.76 is the difference. We'll multiply that by 1.618 and we have 2.8476. so if we add that to the current price of 8.82, 8.81 plus 8.81, then we have our price target of 11.65776. so that's our price target, 11.66. that's our price target. But can it reach there? Well, it doesn't matter. Does it matter whether it can reach there or not? This is the extension level we used. So we can also determine that is going by the 168 161.8% extension level. That is, we now have, it will give us a price target of 11.66. so if we determine extension level based on 100% extension level, so it simply gives us a 1.76, and we add 1.76 to 8.8 plus 1.76. it will give us a price target of 10.56. so these are the two extension, these are the two price targets we have. Can the stock can fuel cell energy reach there, FCL? Yeah, it's possible. Never say never. So let's quickly dive in and find out what's going on with PLUG. Plug Power. Plug Power is up 6.17, hasn't gained as much as fuel cell. It's also strongly bullish based on this 1 minute live model, and it seems it may have been it was rallying in the previous session, the session of the 29th. So let's see what's going on for the stock here, PLUG. So let's find out. Let's update ourselves. It's up 6.19. Let's get the volumes for Plug Power. The volume is 15.98 million. Okay. Right now it has breached its volume weighted average price. So let's see, 16. We're still seeing the same 16 million here. Okay, while we are waiting for it, we have average volume of about 26. Average volume over the last 10 trading sessions, roughly 27 million. Will Plug Power reach 27 million shares? I think it can. It can reach there. We're not even up to 1 hour into the session. It can actually. I'm more concerned about fuel cell energy getting to its 10-day average volume, but it's good. If the volumes are not so high, it just means that the people who are participating may not be the likelihood of them taking money away anytime soon is much more limited. There's a good chance that may be the case with Plug Power. They are likely to take money off the stock based on what's going on right now, as it concerns Plug Power. Okay, so we have the stock is strongly bullish as it's trading above all of its moving averages. Strongly, you can see it's always the stock is overbought right now, totally overbought right now. RSI is also indicating strength as well. The stock, Plug Power is showing strength within a longer term bearish trend. Okay, is the underlying trend? Okay, they're saying the underlying trend is bearish, so it is showing strength within a longer term bearish trend. Its MACD is above the signal line, and shares are presently 18.4% above the 200-day moving average. However, that moving average is declining, implying that caution is still warranted. It's also outperforming the S&P 500. Momentum for Plug Power is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is above 80. The level which many analysts call overbought. This means that investors have been actively purchasing shares and driving the price higher. Absolutely what is definitely in effect right now. Volume as measured by the unbalanced volume indicator is rising and therefore bullish. This means that this is because volume is greater on up periods than on down periods, and implies that buyers are presently more active than sellers. That is absolutely what we have seen right now in this live session of the 1st of November 2021 as it concerns Plug Power. The stock has been on a bullish push since the 6th of October, relentlessly extending. It has never fallen below any of its moving averages that it has never fallen below any of those moving averages since it's exceeded them on the 8th of October. Since it broke through all their resistances, they have only been supports for the stock. Only on the 25th, what did it bring? Did the 10-day moving average bring a support? It provided a support, and that's a bullish sign. It's corrected slightly, it pulled back slightly, but never fell below that moving average, and that can be construed as a bullish signal. So the stock has moved on from there. Even at some point it as well, it's closed down slightly lower, but never came close to any of those moving averages. So the stock is indicating very strong bullish trends, strong bullish signals. That's what we're seeing with Plug Power. Okay, up 6.79. It's not gaining as much as Fuel Cell Energy. So what sort of price targets do we have for Plug Power? Okay, let's it's been extending and extending. So because it doesn't extend that much, we are just going to use a modest price difference of, let's use 3.4883 3.3393. So let's call it 10 cents. That's the difference we're going to use, and with that we can find it's also not a highly volatile stock, so we'll use a Fibonacci extension level of just 1.618. it will give us 0.168. so you can see evidently the stock is not rising that much, so we add that here, we will get roughly $41, right about where it is approaching. It's $41, so that's just going to be our price target, $41. I know even in this session it has actually exceeded $41, so not very much concerning Fuel Cell Energy. I mean, we're just being conservative in our estimates because it hasn't really pulled back much. We don't want to go all the way back to the mid-October. We just used prices as at the 25th and 27th to determine this price target. So even though it has exceeded that, or it may currently, even in this session it has exceeded that, but just based on how we're looking at things, yeah, $41 easily. Can even reach there as we are even recording this. Okay, so it has almost getting there. Okay, so you want us to have a look at Bttx. Let's see what's going on with Bttx. Okay, it's on the move again. Yes, price is now, yes, it's above its volume weighted average price, exceeded it now, strongly bullish. So maybe they have they've come back to the Bttx. It's this 1 minute live chart is it's not as volatile, it's not as indicating a lot of volatility. So maybe that's why, you know, they are, amongst other things, that's why they are probably attracted to Bttx. Oh, 8 times the float. Okay, so let's get a volume for Bttx. Volume is, yes, 12. As a matter of fact, it's 12 times now. 12.45456. Anyway, what is certain is, yes, it's a heavy day for the stock. 81%. That's the gain now. Strongly bullish and extending. Okay, well, that's good. You're lucky, man. You're good at this. You are really good at this. 12.75. Just be really careful. Watch, and see. So you are up by $4 and some fraction. So yeah, some tidy gain there. Still extending further. Broken through. This is on the daily model. It's above its volume weighted average price. So let's look at the 1 minute model and see. You can see extending nicely. Yeah, even though the angle of attack is still steep, but not as steep, not vertical as it is on the daily model. You can see there, you know, extending nicely. It's not so volatile. It does spike, you know. You can see whenever it spikes, it pulls back, presents another opportunity. I think it has the momentum there. Buyers are definitely convinced right now. What is certain is that buyers are evidently convinced that they want to move the stock higher, but unfortunately some need to take their profits and all that. But absolutely, yes, it's fighting that. It's trying to remain at that $17. It's providing some support. Yeah, there. Pulling back now. It has, the supports are gradually getting higher and higher. The supports are gradually getting higher, and also the resistances are also. Yes, yeah, indeed it is. Yes, 17.175. That's what it's currently trading at right now. Yeah, strongly bullish, very bullish. And I can see it's resuming the upward trend. What some market participants and their quants may have concluded is that since it pulled back from this 1771 and never fell below these old moving averages and started to move up again. Yeah, it's an indication that yes, they still have some money to put in. More more investors are coming to get involved, and when they see that, it's a cycle that feeds on itself. When positivity feeds on positivity, but okay, it's waning slightly now. Yeah, indeed, it will wane. Some may want to take out, some may not be convinced, some may not be bold enough to remain there, or some may have met their targets. So getting support from the 10-day moving average on this 1 minute live model. Redemption data. Well, Solemn is helping us with helping us with the redemption data. Okay, right now it has broken through those short-term moving averages, but yeah, getting broken through the 10 and 20-day moving average, losing some ground now. Funny enough, wasn't halted. So yes, that's because it's extending nicely. It wasn't extending with huge spikes. Maybe. So momentum has dropped off. Yes. But it's gradually trying to pick up things from where it is. Okay, so yes, makes sense. Redemption, the facts about redemption and what it means. So okay, 15 million in this case. Okay, that's in the case of BTTX, right? Yes, yes, because BTTX is a SPAC that was is a stock that was taken public by or rather was acquired by SPAC and ultimately taken public. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for those for the facts for the research you're doing. Thanks. Yes, I think we may be able to find more of that as well on. Okay, well, is it done? Um, Based on how things are going, there's every chance that it looks like it might extend again, but how far, how up, how by how much, I can't say for sure. You know, because I mean we can clearly see it's extending again. It may not be done. Okay, it may not be done. We're just an hour and some fraction. An hour. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with time, but the reason why I'm saying is this is because the stock, the way it's extending, it's not so volatile. You know, um, it's not extending um, in such a manner that really warrants a lot of pullbacks, a lot of retracements. It does. You can see that it does pull back and pulls back. You know, right here, it actually pulled back below its 10 and 20-day moving averages. You know, but not. It's not spiking like in such a manner that will ensure or that warrants the stock to drop off. You know, by a huge amount. So right now, I think it still has the momentum to extend, but I'm not saying you should put your money. It has gained 83%. You know, if you feel confident that you can try and see if something's going to come out, you know, it's up to you to decide. But I don't think it's done for now. I think it has some more room to go. You know. Yes, absolutely, yeah. So, you know, this is you can if based on what you have experienced, you know, as I indicated earlier on, it's up to you to decide. But you know, this is never best time to jump in after it has run up a gain of 80%. But at the same time as well, it could even add another 80%. But you know, right now the signals look bullish, you know, but it doesn't absolutely guarantee anything. You know. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The signals, the signals are there. There's an indication, you know, that it can continue to extend, because it's not so volatile as such. You can see it's extending in a manner, even though it could be better. You could see how it's extending. See this angle here. It's quite a steep one. You know, it's quite a steep one. You can see how it's 200-day moving averages. It has a better angle, a much safer angle. When you're extending like this, there's the risk of falling off is not as high as risk of falling off from this sort of level. But even at this, it's still it's quite sustainable, and by far better than an incline that is a steep one, like a vertical one. Easily, you will definitely the stock will definitely pull back, retrace sharply. But right now we're seeing the stock extend in a reasonable manner, getting consolidation, getting support from its volume weighted from its moving averages, not falling below them. You can see that since, when would I say, since maybe 10:05 or 10:06 or thereabouts Eastern US time. It has only fallen below its 10-day moving average twice, and its 20-day moving average once. Okay, now twice now. So, but at the same time, other things you could do is, if it pulls back, if it corrects right now, it's also presenting another opportunity, to day trade or to get involved and see what can come out of it. Yes, PHN is not a spark. It's the spark that was related with it is DWAC. Obviously, VHUN is associated with DWAC, but it wasn't a spark. It was associated because they were going to probably give Trump Trump Digital Tech the money, and then hopefully Trump Digital Tech was going to pay PHUN to provide a platform. That's how that's how it became associated with the SPAC DWAC. So, but at the same time as well, amongst other things, I think also PHUN is cheaper. It was a cheap stock, penny stock, and it ran up a huge gain. It was also optionable. So a lot of things happened, and that's a huge amount of gain. Remember, it ran up a gain of 1,000%. That at that $24, it was 1,000%. So you have to put all of those things in context, and then as well the halts. Yes. Yes, it didn't go anywhere close to that. Um, yes, market participants, short sellers will see that the rally it had run up, then it was totally unwarranted. Not in one session, not in one session. Even if it's worth trading at $75, but if it just spikes by 1,000% in one day, they will definitely see that as a feast to come and devour, and that is the halts also give them an opportunity, give them time to probably get their accounts in place. Yes, of course. There's definitely luck as well because you're not in control of anything that much. So, but I think the way Bttx is trading right now is such that um, volatility is not extreme at the moment, and the signals are still very much bullish. Momentum is not dropping off as well, still holding up at 670. Yeah, still holding up there. Moment also, and then the RSI, the strength is also not dropping off as well. So you can see it gradually. You can see it spiked suddenly now. Suddenly spiked, but that spike will always tend to result in a pullback. Yes, it's possible to get to $20. It's possible, yeah. So let's see the sort of price targets we can estimate from here. So we have this high of 17.68 and this low of 16.23, 17 points. 17.28. So we have 1.05. So 1.05. Okay, it's extending now. It's almost 18. We're getting to $18. So 1.05 times 2.618 is 2.7489. Plus it has already reached $18. So yes, you are right. I see 18.11. I see approximately $21. So yes, based on what it has done so far, it's possible to get to 21, between 20.85 to $21. I used the 261.8% extension level, Fibonacci extension level. Yeah. Okay, so I have to take a break now. I might still come back to this session. Okay. Thank you all for joining. Yes, despite it's on the move now. We have a price target of about $20. Will it get there? It's extending, but it's getting steeper, and expected to pull back. It's the angle of attack is getting very steep. Okay, thank you very much. We'll come back. I'll continue to update you. I'll come back, follow this live session. Thank you very much.